La Resortera.
Welcome to another week of Pura Vida Perspective. Sara Elena, my co-host. How are you, Sara?
I'm good this week. I'm happy to be here and filming another episode. We don't have anybody here this time, but that can be nice. It's just us.
It's just us. And this one's going to be a nice one.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about ourselves. We haven't done that in quite a while.
We're going to talk about ourselves. First of all, I would like a sweatshirt like that for when I come.
Well,
Pablo gave me I have a sweatshirt from Pablo. I'm just putting that out there.
I'll get you one for next time. Well, one of the things today we want to talk about where we at and what we're doing. And I don't know, Ale, if you get the shot. But
Oh, yeah. Car rentals, Costa Rica, and USA.
yeah, I decided this year that I'm going to wear as much of my brand as I can. So I bought...
No more Sheen. No more Sheen matching sweatsuits.
Sí y no. So I decided that whenever I go out to groceries, do errands, do whatever, I bought like 10 shirts that says car rentals in white, 10 in black. I even got to go to the beach, like how do you call?
Yeah, like
las
tank
camisetas, like tank
top,
tops. I brand them with the car rentals. I got these hoodies. So as much as I can, when I'm not going out at night or something like that, I'm wearing my own brand.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah. So people can either one, recognize me for, the company that I represent, or two, who knows? The other day I was at PriceMart, and this guy walks behind me and says, "Hey, you want a rental car?" And I was like, "Yeah." Started talking to a guy, gave him my business card. Next day, I rented him a car.
Amazing. And
Yeah.
you mentioned one story about a guy in a plane that had a bad experience, and you were with other rental companies, and you were able to book something for him.
Yeah, like I always travel with my hoodie when I come back to Costa Rica. And true story, I'll always do 1 to 2 rentals in the plane. I have rented to, how do you say, the cabin crew?
Camera crew?
No, the cabin crew, the los aromosos. The people that, they don't hand you food anymore nowadays. Free food on the plane. The cabin crew.
The cabin crew.
Yeah.
I thought you said the camera crew.
No, the cabin crew.
The cabin crew.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I have rented a couple of times to them too.
Nice. How's your health journey going? Because like a while ago, I would like a health journey update.
Yes. So I was getting fat a lot, like big time fat. It's no lie. So I did these exams, and I have hígado graso. How do you call that?
I don't know.
The liver with fat liver.
Okay. Like a fatty liver.
So it started more like a healthy thing. So I'm eating better. I'm doing exercise, and I don't do beer anymore.
No beer.
No beer.
Good job.
Yeah, I do whiskey or Adán y Eva, but no beer at all.
I always like Adam Yevas.
Yeah, you like Adán y Eva.
Yeah.
And since I started it, I have lost 4 kilos.
Wow.
And that's like a month and a half from now. And I plan on keep on going down and down and down, most likely for health, but also because I want to look better.
Yeah.
I want to look skinnier. I was having a big belly, man. It was not funny.
Well, you just want to be healthy. That's the main goal.
Yeah, the main goal is health, but I also want to look good. I have this beautiful face, and I always go to the barber every week, and so I like to keep my face clean. But the way I look, I'm skinny, but I was having this big belly.
Yeah.
And it was annoying.
Did they figure out why it was just all in the belly?
Because of the hígado graso.
Oh.
Because I actually went to this how do you say cirujano plástico?
Plastic surgeries?
Yeah, plastic surgeons. And he goes like, put your tummy down, and they were like, as you can see, I can't even reach fat out of you because you're not fat because like you have a bunch of grasa holding on your skin. Yours is behind your stomach. and it's growing and growing and growing because you eat too much grasa, you drink a lot of beer. So el hígado graso, eso se llama, that's called, I can't really remember the name right now. But the thing is that my fat, it's like from behind my stomach. And that's something that cannot be operated or anything like that. Just with a lot of exercise and eating better.
Good. And I remember you were doing some different kinds of exercises. You were kind of getting involved in some other games. Remember we talked about like you doing things that even if a friend couldn't go, you could still get out and do it. How's that been going?
Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm going to do at the gym bicycling, but static, and I'm done doing the elliptic thing, and so I am working out. I'm taking care of myself, and I'm doing this for me, not for anybody else. I just want to feel better and be better.
Amazing.
You got some news too, right?
Well, I've been working on my health. So I've been.
Well, last time I saw you, you were like getting bigger, man.
Well, let's look at the update.
There you go.
I've been hitting the gyms, but I've been working with a nutritionist and like a workout lady to like.
Let me ask you, how does the nutritionist work out? There you go.
Getting some guns.
Wow, Ale, get a shot of this.
Getting the big guns.
Wow. I don't want to get a hit from you.
Got shoulders.
Yeah, like from the other day, I look you from behind. Man, you look.
Back muscles.
Wow.
Well, if anyone looks at some of my YouTubes from years ago, I was skin and bones. And that was from so much stress, from not having a good life balance. So you think, oh, moving to Costa Rica, you're going to have this life balance. Like, it's a constant work, and I have to constantly work at it. So in order for me even to get to the gym consistently, I have to wake up at 4:30 a.m. Or else there's no time in my day right now. And I'm working. I'm trying to delegate.
You wake up at 4:30 every day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, 4 days
What
a week.
time you go to bed?
Well, on those days, I'm done by like 8:30.
Okay.
So
you're
I need
getting
8
a
hours.
good sleep.
I need 8 hours for the most part. But yeah, so it's been good. But then I've been eating right. So then I've learned about how much protein I need. So me and my friends, we have this joke. We're like, what's for dinner? Okay, I got carbs, proteins, and fats. I'm like, I can if my friend's over, here's your carbs, proteins, and fats. So I'm just very like, all right, this many carbs. They joke with me because I bring my scale. Oh, yeah, I didn't bring on this trip. But whatever. I bring my scale everywhere with me for the most part. Because I'm like, all right, if I'm going to go put in all this work in the gym or working out and doing these things, then I need to be eating correctly so that I'm actually seeing the results. Because most of it's actually in the kitchen. You know, they'll tell you that. Most people tell you.
Do you eat like your 5 times a day?
No, 3 times a day. I don't really snack. I'm not much of a snacker. But I will tend to undereat versus overeat. So that's actually been like my journey has been more of like, how can I maintain a healthy, weight by eating enough, all day long.
Okay.
But no, 3 meals a day.
Okay. Well, I've been trying to do 5 a day, but it's kind of complicated for me. Like, my friend's wife, she's a nutritionist, and she's like, give me one chance to help you out. And I'm like, it'll be waste of my money and waste of your time. Not because I'm not going to listen to you, because I don't know what I'm doing throughout my day. Like, I can be at home the whole day, or I can be driving the whole day over to Guanacaste or to Limon or to whatever, or I could be in and out of meetings. So, like, doing a nutrition, like, so I'm doing it my way, and it's working so far.
Yeah, but your body, I feel like, needs that consistency, and that's good. So she can even help you design something that can make fit your lifestyle, even given that your lifestyle, some days you're here. Then just do it. If she's offering to help you, just do it. It's been game-changing for me. It's helped. It could really help you with your goals
I've
too.
been doing it my way. Like, for example, I had a small sandwich today. Then I've been doing my snacks while we're here. And then I'm doing my lunch. But when I say I'm going to do my lunch, it's not like before, where I have this bunch of food during lunchtime. Now I know exactly what to eat or when to stop. Like, if I'm invited to a place where they have pizza, I get 2 or 3 slices. That's it. Before, I could eat 7, 8
Oh, Lord.
slices of pizza. Like the other day, I like to eat my fried chicken with rice and beans. And I will eat una porción de pollo plus the rice and the beans. Now I just a little bit of rice and beans and maybe one of the 2 sides that comes with the chicken. So I'm just doing it better in my own way.
Yeah. Well, you got to find a way that works for you. So that's good. All right. Healthy. We're both feeling healthy. That's good.
Yep. Well, the thing about this podcast and what I like is we talk about the good and the bad.
Yeah.
and I want to update you on a not such a good thing. I remember I told you I bought these two vans to put them in tourism.
Yeah, you're gonna two vans, kind of like luxury, nice
Yep.
vans, like really. Yeah, you bought.
Turns out didn't work out.
Really?
Yeah, they're very luxury,
Yeah,
but they're very expensive.
yeah.
So just to give you an idea, when I bought them, I thought I had the potential type of clients that will pay to ride these vans because they're very, very luxury. But turns out people that come to Costa Rica doesn't like to pay a lot for
No.
transport. So it really hasn't worked out. We're gonna finish our first year of the contract and then we're gonna return it because I'm already down a bunch of money that has been lost out of these vans. So
It's about learning. Then it's about learning. We remember
Yeah.
the weeks ago we had Richard in. He talked about how he lost $1 million.
Yeah.
Right.
and I was like, wow.
So you learn. It's part of business.
Yeah, I'm about to lose about 100K.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, can't you just sell the vans?
Well, they're not mine.
Oh.
I took him on this contract, kind of lease contract.
Oh,
So I gotta hold him for the first year at least until I return him. And I have tried to put him in different business and different places. It hasn't really worked out. So I gotta hold him until
you
July.
can't lower the price of the transport. and
I
make it-
have, but they're so luxury and they're so nice that a trip from San Jose to Jaco, I gotta charge at least $250.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
And you find people that go to Jaco
It's
for
140 on a van.
like 100.
140, 100, yeah, 100, 180 to 120 is a car.
Exactly.
140 van.
Yeah, like we did this. We helped this company call us out, and they were like, "Can you come get this couple out of Bajo del Toro?" I don't know if you're. I don't
It's
think
a
you're.
waterfall. We were talking. Yeah, we were talking about
Bajo
that
del
waterfall
Toro,
one day.
close to Surchi.
Yeah.
And we went to pick them up. We charged them 150, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it." And then they wanted to because their flight leave after we charged them another. Well, bottom line, we charging $300 to pick him up at 2 p.m., drop him off at the airport at 5 p.m.
Mm.
So we pick him up and we were driving, and they were like, "Wow, this car is nice." We were picked up on a shitty van yesterday so hard that we were like, why are they driving us in this car? And once people ride in our vans, they go like, wow, you guys are in another level. But turns out that level is not for everybody. So yeah.
Have you gone to? Okay, I know we don't have to get into much business stuff, but I like, or we could talk. We're gonna have lunch anyways.
Yeah.
But like the Hako, for example, they have the
We
VIP
try-
concierge
we try-
companies.
we try all the
I'm thinking they
concierge.
have the party, the people.
Yeah,
that come
we
in.
try them all, but
the
they
groups.
just want to go with lower prices.
True.
So at the end of the day, I just say, you know what? I'm gonna take the loss. I'm gonna close my contract for the first year, returning them, lose the money that I lost. I mean, what am I gonna do? Cry about it? It's an experience.
It's experience. Now, don't open a luxury van service in Costa Rica, viewers.
There you
Now
go.
we know. Let Hai don't make the mistake for you.
Yeah.
Part of our journeys have been making mistakes so that you guys don't have to
Yeah.
make those same mistakes.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was gonna be a cool business. I thought we were gonna have the type of clients that will ride on them. It turns out no. And some, what I actually learned from this, and I told Rich on one of them last episodes. I've been invited to do so much things, and I say no. I want to stick to the car rental business because I know how good I am. I know I can make it grow. I know I can keep it where we at and with the service and everything. If there's a lesson that I learned is that I should stay with what I know.
stick with what you know. Grow
Exactly.
with what you know. Exactly. Yeah. That's why I've never expanded into tourism. Like I travel. I don't do that. I'm not a real estate agent. I don't do tours. Relocation. Just work with people that are moving.
Exactly.
Well, thanks for sharing your disappointing news. I also have some disappointing news.
What happened?
My finger's empty.
Oh, no ring on the finger.
No.
You called the engagement off?
Yep. Sure did.
Single lady.
Single.
All the single ladies. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. So you're back into being single.
Yep. Back into being single. I have a new name, Soltera Sara.
Soltera Sara.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
Yeah. It's been about a month and a half now.
Okay.
So just last time, actually, in that episode weeks and weeks ago, we talked about dating. Yeah, it was already done then. That's why I might have been a little quiet during that episode. I don't have no idea. I don't remember
I'm
what I said.
surprised, but I already knew. But we're just telling the war.
Yeah, I mean, we do talk.
Well, I gotta say,
And what did you say whenever I told you?
No, I can't say.
Well, okay, you were. Okay, not that. But you were like, "Oh, good," like thank God, and I'm like, "Oh, well, thanks." So I'm like, I just haven't had the best luck, so I'm gonna be taking a really long break. I don't want to be.
I'm just gonna say, Sarah, you are a beautiful woman. You are a smart woman who deserves nothing but the best.
Yeah.
So take whatever time you need to take to get back on the dating game. But when you get back, make sure you are going out with a guy that deserves you.
They're going to have to go through like strenuous interview processes with you.
Exactly.
With my friends, with Andres.
Yeah.
We'll bring the lawyer into it.
But lawyer up.
Everybody.
Hey, one of our advices here is lawyer up. So lawyer up and have Andres meeting this guy. No. I'm talking now from the bottom of my heart, and you know how much I love you.
Yeah.
You deserve the best in the world. So I know it's not gonna be soon or whatever, but whenever it happens, make sure it's something that it's at your level. That is there for you. That I told you the metáfora about los bueyes. Here in Costa Rica, I don't know how you call bueyes, but are these
the footprints?
the bulls?
The bulls.
Big,
Those are huellas.
Yeah, no, the bueyes are two big bulls that carry la carreta. And if the bueyes don't throw the carreta at the same time.
It's talking about two bulls that are pushing a cart together. So you see them in Costa Rica.
And yes. And if they don't pull it at the same time and the same step, la carreta se va a volcar. It's gonna go like that. So you need to find a guy that will walk with you on the same way, that respects you, that it's at your level. Like I said, you're very beautiful, you're very talented, you're very smart. So I'm happy you're at a good place.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now. Obviously, like I wasn't gonna talk about it till I was ready.
Yeah,
but now I'm feeling much better, and I'm feeling positive. As of now, I definitely don't think I did kind of, even during that relationship, I was like, if this doesn't work out, I don't know if I want to try again at this point in my life.
Sarah, you're young, you're
it,
beautiful, you're smart.
But I don't. As of now, at least, I'm like, I am not.
I know.
Like, what's the point? Now I got my friends, I got my business, I got my daughter. I have all these amazing things that I can enjoy. I don't have to worry about another person. And so I'm just going to really enjoy that freedom for a very long time. Travel. Now I can travel and not have to think about, is the other person going to be able to do this? Or am I going to go by myself?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
now
I'm feeling very positive now.
We can go back to whenever they do the trip from
Colombia?
Canada to... We can now both go together for a couple of weeks.
Well, I mean, a couple of weeks. I mean, I can't be gone for that long.
I mean, what I'm saying is go 1 week, meet up with them.
Yeah.
And then come back to Costa Rica.
Sure.
But you know
what?
what?
We can do Colombia, and we can do everything.
Exactly.
we're going to Colombia in June. I had to postpone that trip because, we were supposed to go together. And I was like, well, let me just reorganize life. So, a lot of life changes. And then also, work's been very busy. So, expanding to Panama.
There you go. You're going to do what you do in Costa Rica. You're going to reply it in Panama.
Exactly. So, I'm not an expert in Panama, and that's okay. Right? So, but what we do have is for Costa Rica, for our clients, whether they're in scouting trips or moving or whatever we're helping with them with, we have a really organized system. Like it's
Are you going to move to Panama?
No, it's very like the
Are
system.
you going to be traveling back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like the system that we have that we take clients to is very systematic.
You're going to replicate it.
That's what can be replicated. So I'm going to hire experts in Panama.
Okay.
I'm already building my network of trusted contacts.
I have a good contact for you in Panama.
Literally, that happens from this. Pablo. I made the trip down already. Made a bunch of contacts. I feel that people will have a good experience in moving to Panama, just like Costa Rica. Overall, Costa Rica is a good country, right? So I feel like overall, Panama is also a good country, and I know that the things are there. So yeah. So I think by the end of May, we should be operating in Panama. Right now, I'm just kind of solidifying those professional alliances.
When are you going back to Panama?
Maybe May. Maybe before my birthday. I don't know if we can squeeze that in. Let's see.
Take me with you.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah. No, for real.
Okay.
Whenever you're gonna go the next time,
It'll be a pre-birthday trip.
there you
And
go.
then the next week I have the retreat. So that's the thing. I've had the retreat coming up. Colombia's in June. Panama, maybe if I can squeeze that in. I want to meet with some of the other last professionals. I'm just kind of solidifying.
Take me with you to Panama, and I'll introduce you Marco. Marco, it's a guy that will you talk to him and you'll see where he can help you out with.
Perfect. So like I've been getting a lot, word of mouth is so powerful in Costa Rica. I imagine it's the same in Panama. I'm just going to be quietly sliding in because, I already have my network of my Facebook group, my email list. There's people who've thought about Costa Rica, likely have also thought about Panama. So I want to leverage, the community that I already have. Like I said, hire professionals who are the experts, learning as much as I can. So I'm learning all about the residency, all about the banking. I'm having meetings with the people who offer financing. I'm having meetings with the insurance broker to learn. So learning all the information, my team's learning all the information, but then also we'll have someone there on ground as well and who can really do the nitty gritty ins and outs just like we do. And
Are you gonna have like a different website, or everything's gonna work through the one you have already?
so actually I bought domains months and months ago. So this has been something that has been in the works for a while.
Okay.
So I already have, relocate now, CostaRica.com, relocate now, Panama, have some other country domains as well, but maybe we'll see what happens in the future. But yeah, so I already got it's almost up and ready to go.
Nice.
So yeah, and right now I've just been delegating, offloading. So essentially one of my employees, she'll be head of Costa Rica. I already have my head of Panama.
I love the word you just said, delegating.
Delegating. It's been hard, but
You gotta do it.
I know.
You gotta do it.
Yeah.
Like one thing, and I can share this for a fact. My life wouldn't be as not easy, but as it is without my assistant Tamara. Big shout out to Tamara. She watches every episode. Matter of fact, she's working right here.
Yeah, I saw her.
Yeah, she every time we come here to record, she comes over to work with us or work with me here. And I delegate. I just actually have a team meeting yesterday with my whole team, and I was like, guys, I trust you. I trust every single person that is in this room, and the company works well because everybody knows their role.
Mm-hmm.
So once you learn to delegate, you have a much, I wouldn't say again easier, but better lifestyle.
Exactly. Actually, we had a team meeting a few weeks ago where most of us, except for Augustina, were able to meet in person, and we brought in on Zoom, and we really went through, okay, what I want you to explain everything that you do. And, okay, now what's working? What do you like? What don't you like? And it was actually a really good, productive team meeting. And then for our newest team member, which I'll introduce at some point, so she was able to understand the bigger picture too of what everyone does and kind of where she's going to end up fitting in as she'll kind of be the head of Panama. So now she understands what our head of Costa Rica does. So it was really productive. So it's good. I need to do more team things.
Yep.
I'm thinking we'll have our 5-year anniversary in July. So I was thinking of maybe doing a team trip to Manuel Antonio or something. I'm not going to take everybody to Panama. Some of my team members have kids, so I have to keep that in mind too. Probably keep it kind of close to home. But I was thinking, do something fun. Take them all to Panama.
So
Manuel Antonio for a weekend.
In July, you said?
Yeah, I was thinking July, early July.
July is going to be the 5th year of your company, officially.
Officially. I was doing things unofficially.
Yeah, I know.
For that 5 years.
So we're kind of similar.
Yeah,
because
we were working together.
I just had my 5-year in January.
Really?
But you started before me.
I was going to say,
what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Yeah.
When did I start? I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what, 5 years?
That's when I think I'd officially formed the corporation.
Make the company.
It was like, okay, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, because you've been doing this for like 7-8 years now, right? 6 or 7?
Maybe 6.5 or so.
Yeah, because you did it before me.
True.
And I started in January.
Oh.
January 2020 is when I started.
Okay. Yeah, time's flying.
So you started before COVID.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was doing the hour-long phone calls.
There you go.
It was slow moving. I was still doing other jobs. I was still a virtual, executive assistant. So I was still I had other clients. So I guess it was July was the peak where I had left everything else that I had done. This became totally full time. It just exploded at that point.
Yeah, after COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, same like I did. So this has been fun.
It's been fun. It's been good little life updates.
We catched up.
So our health is good.
Yeah, thank God.
Losing money, but it'll come back around. It always does.
Yeah.
New business ventures. New business ventures. Seeing what works. Hey, maybe Panama will be a bust. I don't think it will be, but
you're getting bigger.
Getting bigger. It's like
look nice. I don't want to get into a fight with you.
No, I don't know how to fight.
But you look strong.
Yes.
And
Healthy. Good life balance. Trying to work on the life
and
balance.
you're estás brillosa. You're how do you say?
Shining?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling happier now. I'm
Yeah.
better. Life's back in order. You know, things are, it's always a little
How's
chaotic.
my favorite little woman on planet Earth?
Oh, she's good.
Yep.
She's good.
I love her.
Yeah.
She's my favorite tica gringa.
Yeah.
She's so funny.
She's good. The animals are good. House is good. Family's coming. We're going to have Semana Santa coming up. So why don't we talk about Semana Santa next week?
Oh, yeah.
Talk about how it went.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. So
We'll
my
talk
parents
about
will be-
Semana Santa. Semana Santa is Holy Week.
Yep.
By the way, in Costa Rica, it's called Semana Santa. In the States, it's called Easter.
Easter, but it's not as serious of a holiday in the
Exactly.
States. It's just
My wife, you saw the video of how she decorated Easter.
bunnies. Mm-hmm.
But so much bunnies, man. So much bunnies in my house. I'm gonna send you the video. You maybe wanna upload it on the
Yes.
Pura Vida Perspective podcast.
Yes, please do.
It's crazy, man. Lots of bunnies in my house right now.
Love it.
Por las Pascuas.
Are you guys going away for Semana Santa?
No, I never do.
No. You
No.
just stay home and you enjoy the non-traffic and you can
Yeah.
just enjoy your own town.
Actually, this is an open invitation. At where I live, I reserve and book from Tuesday to Saturday a ranch in front of the pool.
Oh,
So any of those days
Yeah.
you want to come over?
text
and-
me to remind me.
Yeah,
I want
maybe
to come.
Tuesday of Semana Santa, like before it gets crazy.
Yeah.
Come over, we'll do chicharrones.
Oh, yeah. We need the chicharrones.
Yeah, come over.
Yeah, let's do some chicharrones. Yeah.
We'll put it on the agenda for that Tuesday.
Okay.
We'll come and bring Ksenia and
That'd be fun.
we'll have some friends over. Maybe we ask Pablo. We'll see who's around from the crew and we'll make chicharrones that day.
All right. We'll take videos.
Exactly.
All right.
All right. Thank you for one more week of Pura Vida Perspectives. I hope you guys have fun with our lives updates.
All right. See y'all next week.
Pura Vida.
Esto fue una producción de La Resortera.